Algin or alginic acid. Algin or alginic acid is a hydrocolloid which has a wide range of use. Hello friends, I am Antika and in this video I am going to discuss about the chemical composition of algin, basic facts about algin, some alginophytes, history of the use of alginin, cultivation and harvest and downstream processing of algin, its uses including food, pharmaceutical, cosmetics, biofertilizer, bioaugmentation, as well as the precautionary measures. Now, alginin, it is an edible polysaccharide that is obtained from the cell wall of brown algae or Phaeophyceae. This alginin is soluble in water and forms a viscous gum when hydrated, but it is insoluble in alcohol. Its color, the color of the final product ranges from white, yellow to brown. Algin or alginic acid is actually a copolymer of two homomeric polymers. Alginic acid is insoluble in water. It is obtained by acidic treatment of the brown algae. And when the metal salts react with these alginic acid, alginates are formed. Metal salts include sodium, calcium, magnesium, of which only sodium alginate is soluble in water. Now the alginates obtained from the brown seaweeds have slight difference in their chemical structure, as a result of which the physical property also changes a bit. For example, the color as well as the gelling nature can change according to the type of brown algae from which it is obtained. Alginin or alginic acid, it is sold in the form of filamentous form, granular or powdered form. Now, this alginin or alginic acid can also be obtained from pathogenic bacteria such as Pseudomonas aeruginosa and Azotobacter. These pathogenic bacteria are opportunistic bacteria which produces a biofilm, and this biofilm contains this algin or alginic acid. Now, more than one type of alginate can be obtained from a species, and alginate content also varies. The alginate content can vary from 20 to 26 to even 60% of the dry weight of any algae. Generally, brown algae that are grown in turbulent water gives more yield of alginate than those grown in the calm water. Now, very high quality alginate is obtained from the European countries, and low grade alginate is obtained from China and Chile. Obviously, due to the technical advancement of the European countries. These are the alginin producing brown algae as well as the bacteria from which we can obtain. Alginin or alginate, it was first discovered and patented by a British chemist, but after World War, it was produced on commercial scale by European countries as well as America. Nowadays, it is also produced by China on large scale. Laminaria japonica, it is cultivated in China for the production of alginate. Alginate produced by these European countries like France, Norway, Japan, China, and these are permitted by FDA as well as the European Commission. Alginate, mostly they are not cultivated, but they are harvested from wild with the help of kelp harvester. After harvest, it is washed, chopped and dried. After drying, it is milled, and then sent to the processors. In the processing industry, this powdered milled algal powder, it is soaked in water. And after soaking in water, the alginate portion, it forms a gel and it is removed from other impurities by filtration, flotation or centrifugation. The aqueous jelly-type substance obtained, it is then purified by either ion exchange or acid treatment to obtain the alginate or alginin. Here we see the salt process as well as the acidic process. The aqueous solution of the algal powder, that milled algal powder, it is treated with calcium carbonate salt, and after this treatment we can obtain calcium alginate, which is insoluble in water and forms a jelly. Now, calcium alginate can also be formed from alginic acid also. And how this alginic acid is formed, we'll see in the next slide. Now, the algal powder that is mixed with water is treated with acid. After treatment with acid, alginic acid is separated from water. The algene, it forms a bond with the acidic material and it is separated from water. This alginic acid on treatment with metal ions like sodium carbonate, it forms sodium alginate, and sodium alginate it is insoluble from alcohol, and so it forms the gel which is dried by synerases, and then after drying, this sodium alginate is powdered, milled or obtained as flakes. Now, alginate has manifold use in the food industry. It is a stabilizer, emulsifier as well as a thickening agent. It is a stabilizer, emulsifier, thickening agent in drinks like dairy or non-dairy drinks, and also ice cream, as well as other emulsions like mayonnaise and salad dressing. It improves the texture of yogurt and cheese, making improving the texture means making it more soft. And it is also used as a jellying agent in jelly and jam. Calcium alginate beads encapsulated contains fruit juices or other essence or other spices can be used in molecular gastronomy. It is also used as a thickener in salad and stew in the Chilean cuisine. It is also used as a stabilizer, emulsifier, thickener in non-dairy or imitation dairy products like almond milk, fat creamers, coconut milk, chocolate milk, like this type. Alginate can be also used to make vegetarian meat analog, like alginate mixed with soya flour obtain the soya chunk, which are the same amino acid composition as a non-vegetarian meat. So it can also be used in improving the flavor and texture, and also moisture retaining in the processed meat. Now, it can also be used for the same process in processed vegetables also. Dehydrated vegetables, when mixed with this alginate, it retains the taste of the original vegetable. Being antibacterial in nature, it also improves the shelf life of any product in which it is mixed. It is a good binder agent for animal feed also. It is a very important source of biofertilizer. It was first used in the European countries to retain the fertility of soil, also to improve the porosity as well as to prevent the soil compaction. This being a hydrocolloid, it absorbs a lot of water and retains that water, which in turn lowers the irrigation frequency. Also, this hydrocolloid improves the microbial number in the soil. As it improves the microbial activity, this hydrocolloid itself is degraded and adds to the organic matter, which improves the porosity, reduces the compactness of the soil. Any soil which has water, which has good quality of water, is less prone to soil erosion. Also, it can be used as in a bead which has encapsulated within it plant growth factor. So these beads, encapsulated beads with the plant growth factor, can be applied in and around the plant of importance, and that bead in due course of time will provide a very regulated release of plant growth factors. And also this type of in a bead using the plant growth factor, it's very good in long term because it will not be washed away by the rain or other factors, so it will stay and release the growth factors at a constant rate. It can also be used in bioaugmentation. Bioaugmentation is the process of bioremediation where microbes, non-native microbes, are introduced in a piece of polluted soil or water, so that it improves the biodegradation of pollutants in the water or soil. These microbes are introduced in encapsulated form of the hydrocolloid gel bead of alginate. This alginate also, it suppresses the growth of pathogenic bacteria like Rhizoctonia and Ascophyllum, thus promoting the growth and activity of beneficial microbes. It can also act as a chelator of metal ions, thus removing the metal ion from reaching the groundwater if it is done on soil bioaugmentation. It is cosmetically also very useful. As it is a hydrocolloid, it absorbs a lot of water. So after feeding on these products containing alginate, we have a feeling of satiety, which in turn reduces our food intake, and it's a very good slimming aid. This yeast has also other beneficial use like Gaviscon tablet. It is alginic acid containing medicine that has helps us to relieve from the acidic reflux or heartburn. As it is a very good source of fiber, this can also help it is a good source of fiber, and it is not digested by our human enzyme, so it is a very good source of roughage and helps in reducing the constipation. It is also a component of facial mask. It has hypoglycemic and hypocholesteric effect, which means that it reduces the blood sugar level and also the cholesterol level in human. It is also used as a thickening agent of various cosmetics such as ointment, lotions, pomades, and other creams. Pharmaceutical use of alginine. As we know, alginine is a chelator of metals, so it prevents bioabsorption of heavy metals. Say for example, we are eating a vegetable that has been grown on contaminated soil. This soil contaminated with heavy metals will bioaccumulate, the vegetable that is grown on the contaminated soil will bioaccumulate the heavy metals. Now, if we feed on that heavy metal bioaccumulated vegetable, now naturally our body will be exposed to this type of heavy metal. But the healthy dose of alginine will prevent this bioaccumulation, as because alginine is not digested by our enzyme, so it acts as a roughage and it will be released through our feces. So these alginine, if you take regular doses, so this will prevent bio absorption of heavy metal, and later through the feces it will be removed from our body. So in this way it can act against heavy metal poisoning or any other type of food poisoning. It also can be used in as an excipient for binding and stabilizing and bulking up various pharmaceuticals. Also, alginate beads containing certain drugs can be used orally provide a very controlled release of the drug. Say for example, if we take any drug orally, then our kidney will in course of time remove that drug. But if this alginate encapsulated any drug is injected to the organ where it is needed, it will stay there for long. Also, it is very friendly to human cells. So there is no harm in using alginate encapsulated drugs in drug delivery. Calcium alginate is very good as a dental impression in prosthetic and life casting. Also, it is used in wound dressing for a quick recovery of very critical wounds, because alginate that is used along with non-woven fabric, it keeps the wounded area moist. Also, alginine has antimicrobial property, so it will keep the area clean from microbes. And also this alginine dissolved drugs will be slowly released in the wounded area, and there will be wound healing in a very short period of time. Alginine has important use in bioengineering also. Alginine bead containing growth factors can be used in tissue culture. Also, alginine beads can be used in encapsulation of cells that are to be delivered to a new location in the body, or maybe grown outside in the lab. This alginine, so alginine bead is used for also both in encapsulation of growth factors as well as the cells. And it can also act as a biological scaffold for tissue culture in the lab, producing 2D or 3D organs. In lab also, it is a very good source for delivering immobilizing the enzymes as well as whole cells. So in cell culture, where there is a constant need to immobilize cell and as well as enzyme to reduce cost, and also to have a very precise result of the cell culture. So alginine is very good source for immobilization and cell proliferation. It has other economic uses also, like sizing of paper and textile. By sizing of paper and textile, it makes the paper and textile grease proof and have a very smooth texture. This alginine is also, it acts as a binding agent and thickener for printing dye, as because it do not react with the dye, so it is easily washed away, and also the color, it remains permanent. It is also used to produce paper boards and corrugated boards. Alginate is also used to make waterproof and fireproof fabrics. Alginine is used as a very environmental friendly and edible packaging material after the ban of single time use plastics. It has been traditionally used as a packaging material, very coarse though, by the Maori people for transporting food and water. It being insoluble in the aqueous solution, it's a very good agent as a mold releasing agent, and it can also be used in coating welding rod and electrode so that the condition in the immediate surrounding of the welding rod or electrode can be controlled to our desired use. There are certain precautionary measures that should be taken while use of alginine, as there is no scientific information regarding the safe doses of alginine. So, we should either consult a doctor, physician for therapeutic use of this alginine. However, any breastfeeding woman should not be using this alginine. Also, sodium alginate, it is a stabilizer in acidic environment. So, we should be, while using sodium alginate, we should be very careful whether the other formulations contain any water or not. Because in aqueous environment, it will be soluble, so it won't be able to stabilize. With this, I come to the end of the video. Thanks for seeing the video. If you like the video, kindly share and subscribe. These are my Facebook and Instagram addresses. If you have any query, you can write it on the comment section. Thank you.